to his opponent, Atiku Abubakar, in line with an order of an American court. Atiku, the presidential candidate of the PDP in the 25th of February election, had requested the document to back his allegation of forgery of a CSU, the Chicago State University certificate, against the president. The allegation of forgery was one of those dismissed by Nigeria's presidential election court in the suit Atiku filed to challenge the election of the president, Bola Tinubu, and his party, the APC. Despite the court's ruling, Atiku continued his case at the U.S. court, hoping to get official documents to back his claim and possibly include them in his appeal at Nigeria's Supreme Court. Well, he's gone to court to file that appeal, and there are several prayers that has made and positioning, which the lawyers of Mr. Atiku Abubakar says the judgment of the PEPT was a miscarriage of justice.
You know, the correct legal perspective is the documents Tinubu presented to INEC. Was it a document or was it a certificate issued by Chicago State University? And the answer is no. From what has been released.
From your own, what you saw, do you think the president finished from that school?
He did not. It's very clear now. It's very clear. So, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. The Tinubu alleged that he attended Chicago State University. So, you don't jump into a tertiary institution. There is a procedure that takes you into a tertiary institution. The first one is your primary school education, then your secondary school education, and then your tertiary school education. First, in 1999, Tinubu submitted to INEC that he attended one primary school in Lagos and attended a government college in Ibadan. The late legal icon, that is late Gani Fayomi, took him up on this issue and went to court. So, in 2022, when Tinubu submitted his INEC form, he did not say a word on the primary school he attended. He didn't say a word on the secondary school he attended. And Government College, Ibadan, has come out repeatedly to deny that assertion by Tinubu that there is no such record in their school. And that is the truth. Today, on that same form of 1999, probably Nigerians have also forgotten that Tinubu also claimed that he attended University of Chicago. He attended University of Chicago. And today, nobody is making mention of that assertion by Tinubu that he attended University of Chicago. Now, when you now lay all this information on the ground, it's very clear. The logic is very clear that a man who has lied of his primary school education, of his secondary school education, and even the document released yesterday on the Chicago State University application form, he even claimed that he attended Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970. The records speak for themselves.
What is the record?
The record is that as at 1970, which Tinubu claimed that he graduated from Government College, Lagos, that school had not been established. That school came into existence in 1974. So, as a lawyer, I already know that you can't place something on nothing and expect it to stand. If the basis upon which, as I'm saying, assuming without considering, that he even attended the Chicago State University, on that false premise, whatever he got goes to no issue.
All right, so let me ask you, as a lawyer, the tribunal, the Presidential Election Court, was the court of first instance.
That's true.
And the court of trial.
That's true.
So when you go to an appeal to the Supreme Court, can you reintroduce a new matter or a new fact to your case?
Very well, Shehu. I will cite two cases here where the Supreme Court held that at the appellate level, an appellant or a party in the matter can adduce new or fresh evidence. In the case of Ozodinma and Izunaso, reported in 2017, the 17 Nigerian Weekly Law Report, I think part 1275, the Supreme Court said you can bring application for leave to adduce new evidence.
But there are no trials at the Supreme Court.
Yes, I have not cited an authority for you. There is also Amechi and Anek, reported in 2008. I think part 1020.
So there's a possibility that the lawyers of Mr. Atiku would probably bring this up at the appeal.
It's not probably, they will.
Part of the prayers as filed at the Supreme Court on appeal is that Mr. Tinubu and his party, just a moment, I'm trying to look at where the PDP is saying that Mr. Tinubu, the president, is not qualified to run for office. I'll get that. So you are hoping, okay, so that the former vice president also prayed that the court to hold that Mr. Tinubu was not qualified to vie for Nigeria's president at the time he did on account of the U.S. for alleged drug trafficking. That prayer is not part of the prayers as presented on appeal. So this is going to be a fresh introduction, is it?
It is. And so the Supreme Court is not only a court of law, it's also a court of policy. In this matter, which has generated international concern, the issue will be, will the Supreme Court allow this evidence on grounds of technicality? Would they expunge it on grounds of technicality? Or would they allow it on grounds of national interest? And the national interest there is, can the Supreme Court now look at it to find out whether actually Mr. Tinubu forged that certificate? Because the issue, because the narrative today by Tinubu supporters is that he attended, that the school has confirmed that he attended Chicago State University. That's not the law. The law is, did you submit or present forged certificate to INEC?
All right.
That's the law.
So as we close down, so the intention is that if you bring that matter up, it might be able to cause Mr. Tinubu to lose at the Supreme Court, making Mr. Atiku Abubakar benefit and be the next president. Is that the plan?
Even before the Supreme Court. Even before the Supreme Court. So our law, which is the National Constitution as amended, says once you present a false certificate, you are not qualified to run. Today, it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that Tinubu submitted, that Tinubu submitted forged certificates to INEC. What we expect Tinubu to do at the moment, like what President Olusegun Obasanjo told Yar'Adua, please take the path of honor.
All right.
And this path of honor is for Tinubu to vacate that seat and hand over to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who came second in that election.
All right. Thank you so much indeed. All of these will have to be argued before the very honorable judges or the justices of the Supreme Court. When that case, these are issues that are being brought to the bear. They are just facts without legs until they get into the court, and they need to be adduced as evidence. Thank you so much indeed, Mr. Kalu, who is a lawyer, and hopefully we reached out to members of the APC and leaders in the party and those who are speaking for the president to speak on this matter. And some of the response that is sub judice and they may not be able to speak at this time. But hopefully many Nigerians will be hoping to get answers and clarifications about the records.